D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review, where I come to you every Sunday with 3 entertainment stories that I personally find interesting, and then we discuss them down below. Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this story, and you can, read them for yourself, or you can just watch this video where I break them all down for you and everything. Now, before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get pushed to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. So why don't we go ahead and get started? So for my first story of this week, it looks like Titan Season 4 has cast its villains. Now, the lead bad guy in this is Brother Blood. Now, who have they cast for Brother Blood? Well, they've cast Joseph Morgan. Now, if you don't know who Joseph Morgan is, I personally didn't know who Joseph Morgan is. And that's because he's on the Vampire Diaries and the originals. My wife watches this show. I do not watch this show, so I don't know anything about Joseph Morgan and his acting chops. But the Vampire Diaries, he plays an original, and then the originals is a spinoff of Vampire Diaries. There's also another spinoff called Legacies. I don't know if he's in that one or not. But he plays a vampire on that show, I'm pretty sure. And so he's from there. Now, they've also cast Franka Potente. I don't know how to say her last name. And she plays Mother Mayhem. And the only thing that I've known her from is the Born Identity series, which she does all right and everything. I don't really care for those movies, but she's done all right, and everything. And then they've also cast Lisa Ambalavanar. I don't know. I didn't say it right. Anyways, as Jinx, and Lisa is from the A-List and the show Doctors, which I have seen neither one of those. So again, I don't know any of her acting chops either. Now, who are these characters? So the show has described them as, and this is what they've said. So Sebastian Blood, or Brother Blood, is described as an intelligent introvert with a dark side. May Bennett / Mother Mayhem is at her physical peak and is considered an apex predator who is determined to accomplish her mission. As for Jinx, she's a criminal who is excellent at dark magic and has a knack for manipulating others and causing chaos. So that's what the show has said about them. From what I know, okay, so you got Brother Blood. I don't remember him being an introvert. It's been a while since I've read the comic books and everything, but I don't remember him as an introvert. I remember him as he's the leader of a cult / church and everything. In fact, they put the Church of Blood or whatnot. And so he's like a cult leader and very ruthless, by the way. But a good representation of this was recently, and I'm going to mention this later again, but in Teen Titans, the Judas contract, that's like a huge storyline, but they've in the comic books that deals with Brother Blood, but they've already done the Judas contract in season 2 of Titans when they had Deathstroke in there, because he's a big part of that. So I'm curious to see what they'll do with that and how they'll go about that with Brother Blood here. And then in that Judas Contract animated movie, which was very good, by the way, you should go watch that. I thought that was a good representation of Brother Blood also. And I think that, and Mother Mayhem, she was on there. But I think that that'll be interesting. So moving over to Mother Mayhem, she's a high-ranking member in the Church of Blood, and traditionally the woman who will bear the next Brother Blood. And she becomes the wife of the current Blood and raises his heir. And the first woman to use the name was Anna Resick, which is not, I don't believe that's so this is, and her successor is May Bennett, which is this one in the show. Mother to the 9th Brother Blood, Mother Mayhem was created by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. And I have to say, cool and everything. Yeah, that's that. I'll mention her. She was also in Teen Titans Judas Contract, and she was a good character there. She was like this big muscly kind of lady. So we'll see. I have a feeling she's going to be doing a lot of the fighting. Maybe that'd be very cool. And then you have Jinx, which I'll talk about all three of these, and they're what they've been on before, and then I want to talk about something else and everything before I move on to the next story. But okay, so Jinx, she has the magical command of various natural elements, and then she also has manipulation and control of magical / mystical energy in a diverse way. So she's kind of, I would equate her to maybe Wanda from the MCU. Like she has this like kind of like this Jinx magic, and her name is Jinx and everything. And she shoots like these like kind of like magical beams out of her, well, not magical beams and everything, but out of her hands and stuff. She's just very magical, but she has like this chaos magic is better, is because that's what Wanda has. So I would say chaos magic is a good word to use for her magic abilities. Now, Brother Blood has been represented before in Teen Titans and in Teen Titans Go. He also had a stint in Arrow season 2. And then he was also in the, like I said before, in the Teen Titans Judas Contract. And as I mentioned before, they already did the Judas Contract storyline in season 2 with Deathstroke and everything. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what they do in this season. I'm not quite sure what they're going to do as far as that goes, or how they're going to do this whole thing. Now, Mother Mayhem, she has only been in Teen Titans, the Judas Contract that I could find. I couldn't find her in any other movies or anything like that, which they did a good job there. And I suggest going to watch that movie, not only because it's good, but also because it's a good storyline. And then Jinx, the only thing that I could find that she was in was Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, and in there she has a different look. In the comic book, she's bald and has, she's one of those bald women that's all about earrings and everything. But in Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, she's like she's younger and she's got pink hair and everything, which will be interesting to do what they do with Lisa Ambalavanar. I don't know if that's how you say her name. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say her name. But anyways, now I want to just say something real quick. So in the comic books, there's a group, and it was in Teen Titans and Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, I believe. I don't know if it was in Go. But there was a group called the Fearsome Five. In Teen Titans, I think they were called the High Five. So with introducing Jinx, okay, so it was created by Dr. Light, and he was in season 2, and he died in Titans. But Jinx is being introduced this season. Now, in season 2, they introduced Shimmer. She was that pink-haired woman and everything. And then in season 3, they introduced Gizmo. So they've introduced now, well, they're going to introduce the third one, but they've introduced 3 out of the 5 members. The next ones are Prism and Mammoth. And my question is, maybe they can have those 2 make cameos in this season 4, and then maybe have all them be the bad guys for season 5. I think that would be very interesting. I think that having a group of villains fight the group of good guys would be very interesting. And I personally like that concept. I like seeing the punchy and everything. If they don't do it, I get it. I would love it if they made cameos, at least at a bare minimum and everything. Cause it's always nice to see those kind of characters from the comic books jump over to live action. All right, so that is my first story of the day. So for my second story of the day, The Last Unicorn is getting a live action version of it, and it is in the works. This is not only just a live action movie, or at least I think it's a movie, but I think that, but it's also getting a stage musical with Fergie. Now. This is the Beagleverse. This is a book. And then the Beagleverse is an entertainment company that just recently started up by Laura Sands and Michael Hurd. Now, like I said before, now the report comes from FAQ page on the Beagleverse website. And a few details were available. Now, the Beagleverse, like I said, was just recently formed. And the only information on the live action adaptation and the stage musical is that both are in the works. Now, stage musical with Fergie, and the live action adaptation is produced by Beagleverse, that small entertainment company. And there has been no official confirmation or announcements about either project, though the playbill reportedly in 2014 that Fergie, along with her then husband, they got a divorce since then, Josh Duhamel, were working on the adaptation, which is very interesting. Now, if you don't know anything about the Last Unicorn, it was first published in 1968, and The Last Unicorn is a fantasy classic that tells the story of a unicorn who believes that she is the last of her kind in the world, and thus undertakes a quest to find out what happened to the others. The beloved book was adapted into an animated film produced by Rankin Bass. Love Rankin Bass. Rankin Bass Productions in 1982 with a screenplay written by Beagle. That film featured the voices of Alan Arkin, Jeff Bridges, Mia Farrow, Angela Lansbury, and Christopher Lee, and has become a cult classic. I love that animated movie. I have it. It's so great. It's so good. I remember the first time I watched it, I loved it. It was so good. Though it was an exceptionally commercially successful film when it originally released, the story has also had two previous stage adaptations, one presented by the Tenement Playhouse in Seattle. I don't know if that's how you said it, in partnership with Pacific Northwest Ballet in 1988. And the other one, the second stage adaptation, was in 2009 and was presented by the Chicago hold on, I wrote it down, by Parathemian Theater Ensemble. I don't know if that's not how you say it. I know it's not, but yay, good for them. And again, I love I love the movie. I've never read the book, but I would read it. I just haven't. But like I said, I love that movie from the 80s. It's so good, with Mia Farrow as the unicorn and everything. I just love it. It's really, really good. I suggest go watching it. I think you can buy it on iTunes right now. But yeah, again, it's so good. I love it. It's great and everything. So that is my second story of the week. So for my third and final story of the week, Dakota Johnson has been tapped to play Madam Webb in the Sony's Spider-Verse movies. Now, if you don't know, first off, Dakota Johnson was made famous by 50 Shades of Grey, where she played Anastasia Steele. And this one she'll be playing Madam Webb. Now, the original Madam Webb is Cassandra Webb. And they're building their Spider-Verse and everything. And I don't know an overwhelming about Madam Webb. Most of what I know is from the animated series from the 90s, because I loved that show as a kid. And I do remember some stuff. I have to pull out the comics and read them now that they're starting this whole Spider-Verse thing. But there's something about how she's the one that like connects all of the Spider-Verses together or something or other. And then there's these spider totems, which I didn't really like that storyline. I don't like the spider totems, but I can't remember all of it off the top of my head. I have to go into the closet over here and get out some comic books and start reading them. I remember, I know a lot of people, there was like a group of people that would hop from universe to universe, killing all the Spider-Men because they believed something like there could only be one Spider-Man or something. I can't remember off the top of my head. I really do need to go back and watch it now. But for the most part, mostly the stuff I know about Madam Web is from that cartoon and everything, which is really good. I suggest going to watch it. It's on Disney Plus if you want to go watch it. Now, what are her powers? Her powers are she's very smart. She's very smart. She's a smart lady. She's a telepath, so she can read your mind. She's clairvoyant, and then she's also a precog, which is very great. Now, she is blind and disabled. So she's in like this wheelchair, this like fun little wheelchair. And then she's got like these webs coming out from the back of it. But it's all like machinery type and everything. I think it's a cool, but she's not playing that version of it. I didn't write down what version she's playing. She's playing the second version of Madam Web, where she's able-bodied, but she is blind. That's the thing. She's like kind of like Daredevil, but yeah. I don't know if she can hop around. No, she does fight, I think. I don't know. I haven't read those comic books. I stopped reading Marvel comic books I haven't read them in a long, long time because most of the time they're crap. Now, S.J. Clarkson is directing, and if you don't know her, she directed Jessica Jones on Netflix, and then she also did the Defenders on Netflix. Jessica Jones, I liked Jessica Jones. I liked maybe I liked the third season too. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched those. Defenders, I did not like. They did not handle that well. I didn't think they were good at that. Now, Matt Sesma and Burke Sharpless are writing this. Now, those two guys, if you don't know them, they wrote Dracula Untold, The Last Witch Hunter, and Gods of Egypt. So that kind of makes me go, I don't know, because they wrote 3 bad movies right there. So I don't know if they're the ones. I mean, there was some interesting concepts in there, but they weren't good movies overall. So maybe that's what this movie will be. My overall thoughts on this are Dakota Johnson. I don't really have a problem with Dakota Johnson. I don't think she's a good actress in some stuff. And then in other things, I'm all like, this is fine and everything. But my overall thing about this is why are we making this movie about Madam Webb? She is not that big of a character. If they want a female character in the Spider-Verse, like a female lead, make Spider-Gwen. Just make Gwen Stacy the Spider-Man. And I know in the animated movie, Into the Spider-Verse, Haley Steinfeld voiced Spider-Gwen and everything. And she's now in Hawkeye. So she can't really like hop over to the MCU. But I say maybe take Emma Stone and make her Spider-Gwen. And then maybe have her interact with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. That'd be great. Like they hop over because they're obviously doing like an MCU kind of thing with their Spider-Verse, which I think is a great idea. I really do. I think it's a great idea. It's just I don't think Madam Web is really a character that needs its own movie. Now, speaking of this, there was some controversy over Twitter because a lot of people were upset that Dakota Johnson was cast. They said it was ageism because they cast a younger woman, but the character that she's playing is actually a young woman and kind of looks like Dakota Johnson a little bit. I don't know, maybe I'm reaching there. But they also said because they didn't hire a disabled woman. Now, the Cassandra Webb, the original Madam Webb, she is disabled. She can't walk. She's in a wheelchair, a fun, like futuristic wheelchair. And she's also blind. My thing about that is if you have a problem with Dakota Johnson being cast as Madam Webb and the fact that she's not blind and they didn't hire a blind person, then you should also be mad that they got Charlie Cox to be Daredevil in No Way Home. Because he is not blind. He's able to see in real life and he's not blind. So if you're not mad about one, but you're mad at the other, then I go, you're mad about something else, not because she's not blind. There's something else going on. Maybe you're mad that they cast Dakota Johnson. Okay, I get that. Some people don't like her acting. I mean, I'm not 100% sold on her acting, but I mean, I don't hate her for it, but and she's just trying to get out there. I get it, everything. But yeah, those are my thoughts on that. I think that this is probably not the best idea. It's probably not the best idea. Maybe just pass on it. I think but you can have Madam Webb. Just put her in a Spider-Man movie, like as a secondary character. Oh, one thing they did say in here is that she's like the Doctor Strange of the Spider-Verse, and I'm like, no, she's not. Please don't say that. They're totally different. She does not have magic power. She's not magic. She's actually a mutant. But she doesn't have magic powers. Doctor Strange, he uses magic and the arts of magic and everything. Madam Web does not. She's not a magic person. I mean, and she's not like, I don't know. We'll see what they do here with this. I don't see it being a good movie. I just don't see it. But hey, you never know. I mean, you gotta see it to believe it. But at the same time, I'm not gonna go see this in the theaters. I'll wait till it comes out like on a streaming service, or I can rent it for a couple bucks, but I'm not gonna go see this in the theater. I'll tell you that. All right, you guys, those are my 3 stories this week. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about the Teen Titans casting for their season 4 villains? Do you think that Brother Blood and Madam Mayhem and Jinx are good villains to bring in for season 4? Or do you think the Judas Project contract, they already did that storyline, so it's a little too late, a couple seasons too late? How do you feel about and how do you feel about those the casting, who they've cast for those characters? Like I said, the only one I know is the Franka Potente. I don't know how to say her last name. I know her, but I mean, not enough to really like be upset about any of these. How do you feel about The Last Unicorn getting a live action adaptation, whether it's a movie or a TV show? I'd probably be a movie. And also being a stage musical with Fergie, probably starring Fergie. Interesting. I wonder if she does it like she sang that national anthem that one time. Oh, that was bad. And then how do you feel about Dakota Johnson being tapped to play Madam Webb in a Madam Webb movie? Are you like me and you just think like this movie shouldn't happen? Just go away and everything. Or do you think this is a good idea? Like this is the one that will connect the Spider-Verse and everything. And if you know a little bit more about Madam Webb, go ahead and leave it down below. And please don't Wikipedia. Like I hate when people do this crap. Don't go on Wikipedia and copy and paste. I mean, you can. I'm not judging you for that. But really, I read comic books and it really annoys me that you get normies that all they do is just Google something and then they act like they're experts. I'm no expert on Madam Web. Like I told you, most of the stuff I know from Madam Web is from that animated series. And even then it's limited, but I do remember her being in some Spider-Man comic books that I read back in the day. I just need to pull them out of that closet and reread them. Who's got time for that stuff anymore? But yeah. All right, you guys, go ahead and tell me what you think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit the like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I will see you guys next week on my week in review. You guys have a good week. Bye.
Hey nerds, if you like this video, go ahead and click that Geek What icon and subscribe. And if you like this video, go ahead and join me every Sunday with my week in review.